Hello and welcome back to Skyblock with the Create mod. In the last episode, we generated all the lava we needed for the rest of the season. Yep, we made an infinity lava tank. In this episode, we're going to expand the factory. I'm going to put another factory over here. And we're going to work on a blaze farm because I want to get redstone in bulk. Right now I've been trading for it, but we need to get more. And for those of you that are about to click off this video, where are you guys going? Let me know in the comments. All right, see you guys after the break. This is Minecraft Skyblock, where we are stranded on our island above the void. From nothing but a few items, we build this world up. But with a twist, we have the Create mod. Alright, here's the factory update. I've added this module here, which actually spans 5 chest spaces, that generates precision mechanisms. So it's pretty simple. It takes in small cogs, large cogs, iron, and clay. The small cogs and the large cogs and the iron, which is turned into iron nuggets, is put into these deployers. And these deployers simply wait to do a sequenced assembly. You can see these belts just go around in a loop. And so once the sheet of gold gets on here, it goes ahead and tries to turn it into a precision mechanism. The filter on this depot disallows iron sheets, and it also disallows partially constructed precision mechanisms. So if we go to this output chest, we have half stack of precision mechanisms, and then all the junk that's generated when the assembly fails. Coming over here, we have a very simple iron generator. It's not the most efficient as far as speed goes. It just generates a small trickle of gold to generate precision mechanisms. Because face it, I don't really need an entire chest full of precision mechanisms. So this can go low and slow. Unfortunately, at the moment, this isn't doing anything because clay isn't available. And clay is not available because the system is backed up generating iron. So all of the gravel is being transformed into iron, which is holding up the clay and sand. So let's pop into the Nether and pick up some gold, and we'll just feed this guy manually. I have made a modification to our gold farm. It now automatically sorts out rotten flesh and drops it into the void. And it takes gold nuggets and compacts them into ingots, and then compacts those into blocks. This is after maybe, 10 minutes. It's generating gold really fast. I'll take a half stack with me. Alright, I made a little manual gold feeder on the back here, so if I take a stack of gold ingots and throw it in here, they get processed into gold sheets, get moved on to our loop, and the sequenced assembly starts. This guy here is our factory worker. He keeps an eye on things. He mostly just wants to go sleep in the bed. He's so lazy. And that is precision mechanism generation. Alright, let's move on to the factory edition. Alright, so I've set up a factory that's the same as this factory, just over here. So the output of this factory will feed into the input of this factory. And this factory can have access to the lava generation, which will really come in handy. We have all the materials we need for this factory. I'm going to get the record started so you guys can have a nice time lapse. So let's go. Alright, this is factory number 2. Right now it's filled with slimes because the carpet was the last thing to be put in, which should block slime spawning. And we have a few hostile mobs. So I'm going to use my usual tactic of bravely running away and coming back later. Alright, this place is cleared out. We got no more slime spawning because of this carpet on that slime chunk. And this is where we'll expand our factory into once we run out of space in the original factory. So let's get some power run over here. To power the other factory, we're going to simply run a shaft from the flywheel to this flywheel. Right here. And now the precarious task of balancing on a shaft while running it across. Honestly though, it's pretty easy. At least in Minecraft. Alright, the factory has power. We just need to run the conveyor belt. Now if you don't remember, the conveyor belt is actually powered by this windmill. And that's just a backup system to make sure that the conveyor belts will still operate as well as the tree farm will never stop running. Let's see if I can get to this ladder. Nailed it. Alright, so we want to extend this conveyor belt and hook it up to that side. Alright, the conveyor belts are hooked up from one factory to another. But of course, we need to make these gravity-defying conveyor belts look a little better. So let's grab a brass casing and encase all of these belts. Alright, the new factory now has power and a conveyor belt, which looks nice. For those of you that are curious, we're using about half of our power generation now. That's with the cobble generator running and a few of the modules, including our new one. This factory element over here, I believe, won't use any power at the moment because there is no power using items in it. Except for maybe the flywheels. The flywheels might take a little power, I'm not really sure. Alright, that's the factory expansion. Hope you guys like it. Alright, let's go to the Nether and get started on an automated blaze farm. See you there. Okay, we're here in the Nether, and if I go into MIDI HUD and turn on the Nether Fortress renderer, we can see that here is the Nether Fortress that I have my current blaze and wither skeleton farm on. It's a manual little farm. I just come in here with my sword and kill these guys and get the blaze rods and the skulls that I need. Here's the overall fortress structure. Now, in order to get away from my gold farm and get away from this fortress, I'm going to build my blaze farm in that fortress. I'm going to specifically target this crossroads right here. This large box is a crossroads, and that's where my farm will reside. Okay, we're just crossing over into this fortress area. I still have a little ways to go yet before I'm close to the crossroads. Alright, so I made my little bridge out to here. This is the crossroads block right there. Hopefully YouTube doesn't compress this to death. And I'm going to make a little working platform right out here. And of course we're going to use our best friend, the cannon, to construct this farm. Alright, we got our schematic placed in the world. I've got my checklist here. And I'll head over to the overworld and collect all the materials, and I'll be right back. Alright, we got all of our items collected. If we go ahead and here and look in the book, we have, well, all the spawn eggs. But all the actual ingredients are ready to go. Let's go ahead and turn off the rendering. And fire this cannon off. Hopefully I won't have a spawn right there. I'm really glad I made this little blocking platform, but oh my goodness, I would have been lit up by these blazes. Right, we are now done with the blaze farm. It's very similar to most of my other mob farms. We have a mob blender in the bottom, where these saw blades go and try to cut up every mob it can. We have a nozzle that sucks enemies to the center. And then we have hoppers that pull in items. Now here's a little trick. Under the hoppers we have deployers. These deployers are in punch mode, so they're going to attack mobs that are standing right above these hoppers. The hoppers will deposit their items into the deployer. They'll be pulled out of the deployer by the funnel and put onto these conveyor belts. They either drop directly onto the conveyor belt or are moved through this chest and out of this funnel into here. The items are then piled up into this item vault in order to batch them into stacks and come out here in large stacks to the sorting system, which is simply one chest and one filter that drops unwanted items into the void. We generated the power we need with these two windmills. I couldn't quite get it done with one, so I had to make two giant windmills. And here, of course, we have a speed controller to set everything just to the right speed. All right, let's turn this baby on. Man, look at this thing go. It tears through. I mean, we can see the deployers with their little punchy arms punching up. We need to have the deployers in here because it needs to be considered a player attack, which deployers are, to drop blaze rods and to drop wither skulls. Alright, I'll let about 5 minutes go by. Let's see what we got. Alright, we got 4 wither skeleton skulls. That's pretty good for not having to do anything. Let's see here. Stack and a half of blaze rods. Yeah, I wish we could have done a little better, but that's okay. Alright. 2 stacks and a little bit more of regular old coal. That's kind of cool because we don't normally get coal in a Skyblock world. And some magma cream. Ooh, just got another skull. That makes 5 skulls now. Alright. Alright, everybody, that's about all I have time for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a while to get it out there. Well, I've started working again, so hope to see you soon. Have a good day, and goodbye. Those of you that are about to click off this video, I just want to ask, what can I do to be better? No, that's bad. I gotta ask them where they're going. For those of you who are about to click off of this video, please leave me a comment, let me know why. I want you to like me. Please like me. Yeah, I think it's fine. And for those of you that are about to click off this video, where are you going? Let me know in the break. My wife wants to know where you're going. And for those of you that are about to click off this video, please let me know where you're going in the comments. Yeah, it's so